To join me today in this exciting new part of science, you must be open to the fact that I may say something that changes the very way you look at animals for the rest of your life. My research now is to begin to identify specific sounds related to labels, or what we call words, and objects and behaviors, so that I can begin to build some kind of lexicon of words that dolphins have. One of the mistakes I made as a scientist was my misunderstanding of what sound really is and what it looks like. We have, again, this sense that it's this little squiggly line that comes out as you speak. And in fact, if you put microphones all around me, you find that when I speak, it comes out literally like a bubble, this giant bubble that moves forward. So we have discovered a way to take those outgoing sounds, slice across them, and take a picture of them that represents the sound that that animal is using to label whether it's a fish or a ball or danger or whatever it is, and that's how we're beginning to build the lexicon.
The research that he does is paramount, I think, to really understanding how these animals communicate with each other, and like I said, possibly being able to one day be able to crack that code. I really think he's building that Rosetta Stone right now, especially with the cymoglyphs.
The person who comes up to me and says, well, what makes you think it's any different than a dog? And I always ask, the first question I ask them is, have you ever spent any quality time with a dolphin? Because if you had, you wouldn't be asking me this question. You saw me talking to my dog and interacting, but what wasn't going on is the dog wasn't talking to me. My goal is that somewhere in the next year or two or three, to be able to have conversations. You have to recognize that dolphins have been on this planet millions of years longer than us. They understand the history of this planet much more than we do. So if I'm able to break that code, hopefully we'll be able to learn about things about this planet that we've never known before.